Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Pro back with some more reading fun. And today, as you can see, it's so beautiful that I am bringing some reading fun to you from outside. Today, we're going to talk about sequencing. And sequencing is when you retell the important parts of the story in order from the beginning, then the middle, and then the end. And some words that we might use as we're sequencing or retelling the story is first, second, next, last, another. Um, those are some key words we might use. And just like Mrs. Pro always says, is reading is everywhere. So you might be sequencing as your day, thinking about the steps that you took that day. Maybe you woke up, then you brushed your teeth, then you had some breakfast, then you got dressed. So the sequence of events through your days, it could be a game that you're playing and following the directions and the steps you have to take to get ready for the game or playing the game, or even a recipe, how you might need to first put in the baking mix and then some milk and then stir it up. So these, we use sequencing all the time, even when we're not reading a book. And so I know you guys are all really good at it. Today we're going to read a book and it's called A Visit from Sweetie. And we're going to sequence or retell the story after we finish reading it. So A Visit from Sweetie by Charlotte Wilson, illustrated by Meredith Johnson. Mrs. Lane came to visit. She had a big purse on her arm. The purse began to wiggle. "What do you have there?" asked Mom. She looked in the purse. "Oh, what an adorable little dog," Mom said. "Her name is Sweetie." I'm going to move this, said Mrs. Lane. "Well, come in," Mom said. "Sweetie can play with Orson and Taco while we enjoy some tea and cookies." "Here's a new friend to play with," Mom told Orson and Taco. "She is so cute." Sweetie was very cute, but she was not sweet. Not at all. Orson wanted to sniff her nose, but Sweetie growled at him. Grrr! Sweetie dragged a pillow off the sofa. She bit a hole in it with her sharp little teeth. Then she tore and ripped and scratched at the pillow. Fluff from the pillow flew all over the place. Good dogs do not rip up pillows. Orson and Taco barked and barked at Sweetie. Woof, 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 woof. Oh, I wonder if they're going to catch him. See, oh, Sweetie's not so sweet. Mom came running. "Taco," Mom cried, "what did you do to that pillow? Bad dog." Poor Orson and Taco. Mom picked up all the pillow fluff. "Play with your toys, not with my pillows," she told Orson and Taco. And then she patted Sweetie on the head and went back to the kitchen. Orson got his rope toy and held it out to Sweetie. Sweetie did not like to share. She grabbed the rope and sprang up onto the arm of the sofa. Then she dropped the toy into the fish tank. Splash! Woof, woof, woof! Good dogs don't do things like that. Orson and Taco barked and barked at Sweetie. Oh, no, I wonder who's going to get in trouble this time. Mom came back. "Orson, no," she cried. "You could hurt the fish." She got the wet toy out of the tank. Then she gave Sweetie a hug. "Too bad my dogs are not as sweet as you. Why can't you boys be more like this sweet little thing?" she asked. Sweetie saw no more toys to steal and no more pillows to shred. So she grabbed Taco's tail and pulled. Taco ran. He hid behind a little table. Sweetie tried to get him. She bumped the table hard and a plant fell off. Splat! Woof, 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 woof. "Oh, my poor Sweetie," cried Mrs. Lane. "You are so dirty." She grabbed up her little dog. Mom was not happy with Orson and Taco. "I am surprised at you," she told them. "I asked you to be good. Now Mrs. Lane will never, ever let Sweetie play with you again." Orson and Taco did not mind at all. Well, I hope you enjoyed that story. So when we retell or sequence, we don't need to give every bit of information. So in the beginning, we know that Orson and Taco's mom's friend came over, Mrs. Lane, and they seen something moving in her purse, and it was a puppy, Sweetie. And so Orson and Taco's mom said that Sweetie could play with them, and they found out quickly Sweetie was not so sweet. So then Sweetie ripped up the pillows of Orson and Taco's mom's house, and Orson and Taco got in trouble for it. And then they gave Sweetie one of their dog toys, and Sweetie put it into the fish tank, and Orson and Taco got in trouble for it. And then Sweetie started pulling at Orson's tail and went under the table and knocked the table over and knocked over the plant everywhere. And Orson and Taco got in trouble for doing that and were called bad dogs. And they felt bad for poor Sweetie that she was the one that made all of this mess. So in the end, Orson and Taco's mom said, "Now Mrs. Lane will never let Sweetie come over again." And finally, Orson and Taco were happy because they knew that she wouldn't come over and they would get blamed for everything again. So, boys and girls, we sequence every day in everything we do. What do we do first? Then what do we do next? What do we do then? How does it end finally? We do it with our day. We do it with recipes. We do it when we plan things out. So as you read, make sure to retell or sequence the events in the order that they happen, because it helps you understand the story better. I'm going to share my office hours with you guys again. So we will Zoom this Thursday, June 4th, from 2:30 to 3 o'clock and do some fun sequencing activities. So I hope everybody is doing well. I hope to see you on Thursday at 2:30. Hope you're all getting outside and enjoying some fresh air. I miss you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.